So good morning, good evening, everyone. Welcome in our Data+Women Zurich event for July. And I'm very excited because I really love the duo that we have today. And it's a little exception, but let's let's go with it. So Data+Women is a networking group for women working with or around data. And our goal is really to promote a woman, celebrate achievement, and the success, and that we all learn together. If you're interested to speak, please scan the QR code and you will be there instead of Eduardo and Johana next time. Yeah, so that's some number. We have done already more than 25 online events. I will share with you like the link where you can watch our previous events. We have done also 3 physical events in Zurich. And yeah, we are very happy that people from all over the world join us. And now we are also streaming live in LinkedIn. So, you know, we are making little steps. So yes, that's my name. So my name is Annabelle Rincon, for the one who doesn't know me. I am leading the Tableau Center of Enablement for Swiss Bank. I have the chance to have been named Tableau Visionary and Tableau Ambassador by the community, so thank you very much. I really like Tableau, but it's not the only tool here, and we will not speak about Tableau on the Data+Women event. And yes, I love dogs and chocolate. Here, if you want to join our event, that you can also scan the QR code for the Data+Women, the first one, and for the Analytic Tableau user group that I'm also leading. And now let me introduce my beautiful, smart, intelligent co-lead, Olivia Slitz. She's data scientist at Meta. She has a lot of passions in life that involve outdoors activities like surfing, ski touring, but she always said that she loves a good book. So yes, from time to time she's not joining from Zurich. You will see that when you attend several of our events, but that's fine. She's always there for us. So thank you very much, Olivia. And now I let over Olivia presenting our beautiful speakers today. And like I said, it's an exception, but it doesn't have, the rules are here to be broken.
Yeah, thank you. So hello, everyone, also from my side. And thank you, Annabelle, for the nice welcome. As already being said, my name is Olivia, and I have the honor to announce our today's Data+Women event with the title Handmade Data. I already had a sneak peek of the presentation, so I know a bit what's coming, but I'm still super curious to hear what Johana and Eduardo will talk about, because they will actually talk about the human part of data and show us that there's much more than the artificial world that surrounds us. And yeah, they will introduce us to a different angle of thinking about data. So before we start, I want to actually just say a few words about the presenters today. So as I said, we have Johana and Eduardo. They're both co-founded Couple Studio. And what I can say so far with the interactions, they're super creative. I think Johana has worked in a lot of different companies as well. You can read through it. But what stands out that I can already see that she has done a lot of work in communication, design, and really knows how to sell data from a different perspective. And also, if you're curious to see, we're gonna send the link out there later on our homepage. Please join their Instagram profile. Yeah, but I will not say more about Johana. She will talk about herself later. Again, Eduardo, also co-founder of Couple Studio. They're both based in Madrid right now. And also he has a lot of experience in like the creative space. in the advertising industry, has seen a lot of companies already, such as BMW, Heineken, Samsung, Twitter, and is now a fully engaged to couple studio.
Yeah.
So with that, I don't want to talk so much because the stage is yours, and I'm curious to see how you can inspire us today.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you all
you
for being here.
Yes, it's difficult because it's summer at 6 of the afternoon. This is going to be very complicated. We try to make this talk a refreshing way, creative way too, and enjoy it. You can ask everything. You can ask. This is a conversation. We don't like to make a talk and see only. We wait your participation, and let's start.
Let's go.
Let's go. Tell me if you can see our screen now. You can confirm. I don't know.
Not yet.
No?
Not yet.
Okay. One second. Yes.
So I just wanted to say that the first time I watched Couple in Data, this beautiful couple, it was during Outlier conference, virtual, last year, I think. And they really inspire me with their homemade data that they have done, and they explain the process. And I hope that is the same for you today.
Thank you so much for your words and the invitation, and thank you for the organization. That is so cool. You can see our screen now. Yeah, perfect. Let's start. Thanks. We say.
We're a couple. We are lovers, we are nerds, we are creatives, humans, data fans.
Yeah.
We do this because we really love the data and creativity, and try to this out our works. And we are really happy to you enjoy this work.
I promise that we are not robots. We are very humans. We have blood. We have feelings, and this is the purpose of this talk, no? To see the more human, the more lovely side of data, because data is our, no, it's all the aliens or something like this. We have a clear purpose. We investigate new narratives to communicate data. We try to explore the most crazy and most traditional way to explore which is the best way to communicate, because there are a big reason to do this. Today we are going to share our recipe. We are cooking, and at the end of the talk, this part which is the recipe. But first, why did do this? We live in a deep industrial revolution, no?
The things are changing. Now we can count everything, all interactions in web or in the live or phones. We can count everything. Just how many times I eat, how many times I run, I walk, steps in a day, in a week. We can control everything.
Sometimes I feel that data anxiety, because you are controlling with everything, no? Like the app when you with your works, with your kilometers that you walk, they are so crazy, and we converting in a very artificial world, no? And there are a big reality that we don't say the economists. The data is the more important raw material in this revolution, no? And try to do an Excel sum with oil. You cannot, no, it's a bad joke. But this is very important to understand this, because in other revolutions, the raw materials are materials. Now we live in a revolution that the material do you can see, or do you can feel, or do you can touch, no, like the data. But never before had been is possible to collect as much data as now. We really like this meme, no? Because I looking for data. This is this big, no? How big is the data? But this is impossible to measure the data that we are continuing collecting, scratching, and generating, no? Because now we are generating data in this moment. And this presents for us a big, huge paradigm, no? Because data is a clear key tool to transform the world. You can, if you have a big picture, of you have a more comprehensive information, your relations with the world, with your community, with the people, suddenly in a introspective way, you can transform, because you can take the better decisions. And this is very important. But the other side is very strange, no? Because data without human interpretation is like being in a room with the lights off. You don't see anything,
You
and
can
you're
know
lost.
everything about people, but still don't understand that people. That is data is important. Interpret the data.
Yes, because the data in in an isolated way is not useful. You need to interpret data, and you need the human eye to do this. No, you can use different machines. You can do different algorithms. You can do everything, but behind, always, or for the moment, there are humans behind of these decisions. And for this reason, understanding who they communicate is essential for this tool to be useful, because this not is totally unuseful, no? Because you have a lot of data, but what do you do with this data without a clear vision, or without a personal vision? Because data, and this is very controversial topic, for us is very subjective. It's not really objective, because you only have the picture of a part of a big screen, no? But this is useful. No, only all the things could be objective, no, or in an objective way. Therefore, we investigate the different ways to communicate information. This is the reason that we create a scarf that we have here. We have a lot of experiments in our house with data or something like this.
Do you want to try like search that mean about how communicate the data, or how is the best way to communicate data, and try to do every different things like chocolate or food or dogs or things like that we can that like
Everything that surrounds us is okay for to tell a story, to tell a database, like the scarf, or like chocolates. The second picture refers for data Christmas. This is a set of chocolates that with edible infographic that you can eat, and you can more feeling with this sensation, no? And thus, through the data, we'll be able to reorder the world to make it a better place, or at least to understand it more. Now, this relation, or this improve, we reach, thank you, the data, no? And reorder and replace, and show the different ways to show in a different also way. It's better to improve this communication. And this is all the reasons that we do some strange database visualizations, like the scarf, like chocolate, like chorizos, and you can see a lot of experiments that failure. But this is a good process to improve new scenarios or improve new goals. And the question, no, and how is the information communicated? Is very simple, as humans do. We are humans producing
Same things.
producing data. Also, the planet produce data, but only the only one that collect and show than visualize the data is the humans, no? And we need to communicate as humans do. That is very simple, but it is very important to make clear to do this when you are in front of a database and you need to tell a story, or you need to tell a results of an inform or something like this. At the moment, we are not generated by IA, artificial intelligence. And also, we have asked to the IA what a human believes and what we got, no? We create this prompt, create a human, and this is the result. No, so human for us. There are a lot of things that is some crazy. And this is the perspective, no? Because we are now obsessive with the IA, so we are obsessive with a lot of tools that could be useful for the humans, but we don't lose the way to communicate like humans do. And humans connect with experience, no? We have now in an experience everything in our house, in his house, but now this message that we communicated is we are communicated in an experience way, and this is very important for us because that's why we find the physical world and the perfect match for the data, no? This experience. And when you do a visualization with physical elements, the emotional connection is much stronger. You turn your message into an experience. Okay, this is a good example for this because we have a lot of data visualizations about the the World Cup, the people diet in the constructions, but we want to be near with these people and be part of a team that represent this. For this reason, we create this scarf that have an emotional connection with these people. Is more reivindicative, is more stunning way, and this is a very important to show, no, and connect with other people. When we throw this scarf, a lot of people brought us to sell and to serve the, um, the scarf. I think that this is the important thing, no? Create very unique object or create a unique visualization that people connect with this and the people wants, because this is the best way to make this message relevant for your community.
For the people don't know us, the scarf have a point for each person that died in the mundial
In the World
in the
Cup?
World Cup, and is divided for different countries.
Yes.
This is
Sorry, the screen is very small for this scarf. At the first, the represent different countries and the density of the diets of which country. I think that the end is from Nepal and India, and the first is from Pakistan.
okay. And we choose a scar because that was a symbol of World Cup from other teams. Then we think that will be more expressive or meaning.
Or another way, the chocolates. No, this is a funny idea. It's not. It's not discussed. Is more political or is more conscious approach. This is more funny. The challenge was the company was to share the main data about the Christmas consumptions and everything do gifts in Christmas. And to be relevant, we create a set of chocolates that people could eat the data. No, this is another approach. The food is very important to link this connection between data and objects and to create. And in this box there are experience because you when you while reading you can eat and you can feel, you can smell, you can activate another sensory part of the human body that contributes this message, no, and make more relevant. Okay,
You're gonna start with the recipe.
we can start with the recipe. You can understand what who we do these visualizations, and we try to make or to inspire you with these simple states to make emotional data visualizations. First, choose the them you want to cook. This is very obviously, but
We have to. We can have a lot of problems with choose one theme. We can because you have a lot of themes, and it's really difficult sometimes just choose one. Because you don't know what that is gonna be the best, then you can have a lot of themes, and you can maybe you can don't do nothing just because you don't want to choose.
yes, it's very complicated. This is the reason that we put this quote here because is probably when you are deep in or you're navigate in one dam, you can find another dams that they're relevant for you, and this is the reason that you need to be conscious, clear, and straightforward with the dam to make the visualization more clear. You can share a topic that that do you like to share with the community or the world. Could be a big topic like a global topic, as yours as the various distributions, like this visualization that we did 3 years ago. With the vast product distribution, you can see I only use one product, and I use one product for each part of the body.
That is impossible for me.
This is impossible.
I don't understand you.
Yeah, but this is a joke, and also this is a social demographic picture, no? Because when the people use the product, when the people behaviors, and they have a lot of um, ways to comprehend a different topics, no? Or something you can do about your community, no? You can create a database, you can ask, you can create a survey to know more your community, and this is okay. I think that the designers we try to go with a global, a bigger topics, but this is this is sometimes are very problematic because there are a lot of angles, and when you have a simple and clear a simple topic, it's easy to create a more relevant database because it's more comprehensive to the people, the message that you can transmit. And we can start with the receipt. This is an a preparation to do this recipe. And the first, obviously, no, collect the ingredients. I don't know if you try paella. If not, we recommend it. This is a typical Spanish dish. With yes,
and
because it's
every family has its own recipe, so that you have to be careful.
okay, perfect. Like a paella, the ingredients are very important. No, the find the correct database is very important. We have three pillars to do this. If the database exists, find in a government open data source. This is limited.
A lot of countries have open data. Not all,
Not all.
but the most bigger have really one good
Yes,
source.
yes. I don't know if you know Kaggle is a social media database we can open, but you familiarize it, and you can find a lot of data sets, and there are competitions, and there are a lot of things, and it is very useful to discover other type of information. and and now going to the presentation. Google through Google data search, unique searching method to find data set. This is very useful. Like you say, I don't know, lemons, for example, and you have a lot of database related with the them, because we have a lot of tools today to find a good database, but probably you don't have the database and you need to ask, like we did in experiments these days, and we talk with our community the preference of the about the summer. No, this is very easy. This is very easy to connect with the people. We have Instagram surveys, LinkedIn surveys, Twitter surveys, everything have the option, or you can create with different platform. Uh, this is also, we have a little problem that you have if you have a small community, probably you don't have a bigger database, but no, don't problem, we don't have a bigger database about the summer. For this, we only have 70 responses. This is okay for us, because this is a small picture that our community, and we can find very insights. We can find stories that you tell at the end of this presentation. The second step of the recipe is choose the method. This is more all the parts are important. I say all this is very important, but all the steps are very important, because choose the method and define the best way to solve the data rules, the data um, mark your way to do this visualization, and get inspired by the city, but everything that around us. For example, another day we are walking, and we are in front of a construction, and we saw this, and we say, wow, it's like a Lego with the database, and we pick and two bricks and put in this way to remember, no, like a bar charts, everything you can do a database. Another way, we are very interested in the environmental process.
This is our new project.
Yeah, this is the new chapter of probably the couple in data. The nature make its own intervention. We have those two experiments. The first one, we put watercolor in the walls, and when raining, the waters.
Well, I want to say that we live in Madrid, and in Madrid is here is
it's
not
dry.
it's dry. It's not the rain. This year just have two rains in sorry, two like six rains in all year.
In all the year, because the climate change are very provoking these times of no rainy and something like this, and we try to show how much time we need to become a watercolor disappear. We don't reach it now because there are no rainy and this is very
It's like a
we are
fail,
waiting
but-
to probably the next year the watercolor disappear. But the interesting part of this is explore and experiment, no, because you can observe the natural process, the wind, the sun, and the other experiment is about the sun. We put a leaf of a tree in the sun 2 days and do a real heat map. They say, "Wow, this is beautiful, no? Because we can impress with the sun within a natural way, and you don't have no decisions." And this part is in an experiment, but this important is this part to experiment, no, to understand the environmental and try different ways. Also get added by a cultural insight.
This is other of our projects in this year. We want to inspire in Spain, things in Spain that happens. We discover chorizos. It's called to the thieves in Spain. Then and now we are in elections
In Spain,
and we want to talk about corruption in the politics.
yes, yes, we want to talk about the corruption because the political environment is complicated, like in other parts of the world, and we say who is the best way to talk about this them that all the social media or all the media or the news are talking about the corruptions. We find a different way to communicate this. Okay, we try to use a cultural insight. In Spain, like Joa says, we call to the thieves chorizos and say, it's easy. Make a database with chorizos. And this is the result of this part to show the different political parties, which is more corrupted, and also the typology of the corruption that make the money not the very way useful, no. And also for this part of the method is important to inspire about other artists, other designers. We have a list. We have a very big list, but this is our favorites: the domestic data streamer, Data Citron, Alessia Musio, Jaime Sierra, José Duarte, Reika Frampan, Giorgia Lupi, Mona Chalabi, y Álvaro Baliño. There are some examples that you can find in internet, and their work are really, really inspired. And we need to convert a community that we inspire between all the eyes, all the works. If you need to have a feedback about your work, you can write. We are not so far. We are a message of the distance, direct message of Instagram, of our
LinkedIn.
or LinkedIn, the way that you prefer, because it's very important to make this part of the community grow, no? And they grow when we can share our knowledge between us. And also you can connect elements that are related. There are relations between, no, like the experiment that we have done. Okay, the then that we talk about in this part is how does our community live in the summer. which is the connection or the relation. Summer is equal isley lollies, no? The mango isley lollies, because we like the mango. This is very personal, the flavor, but you can change it. It's okay, but there are a very relationship between summer and nice lollies or ice cream, no? And this connection could be converted in a database. You only need to go recollect the data, like a server in Instagram, and then go to Amazon or your favorite shop and and buy the models and fill with the different colors and make bar charts. Then we can share all the results of this this experiment. And the third step, run the method and fail.
This is a really important part, and all the
Yes,
parts are
also
important,
it's a
but
really
this is
important
a
part.
really good part.
Okay, before starting, it's good to sketch the graph and use a program such as Tableau that you prefer to ensure the proportion are correct. Okay, you have the information, you have the database, and now you can draw in the correct way this bar. No, we use this program because this is more useful that you can only use the eye, or you can use another method. And you fail. This is the first part, to an ice cream, and we done ice cream like never before, and we have a lot of errors. You can see everything that this is not a straight lines, and could be a straight line. We learned that we need to freeze one part first, and then we can freeze the second part, but this is
But I think this is the failures, the mistakes are nice. I really give to the element more interesting, or more
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 human, no?
fun, more human.
Because the artworks of the humanity have failures, and this is okay. We are trying to be perfect, but we need to be imperfect, no, in our artificial world.
This is that the different to the robots and the AI.
Yes.
I think in the future maybe it's gonna be
The value,
nice, the
the
value, the
value,
mistake.
yes.
I don't know.
Mid journey can do this, these
Should that.
failures. And also you can fail. We tried to make a candle database. If you can see, we can explore with a lot of materials. And the first part, we was a lot. All the candles are, I don't know, say in English, expand all the table. And the second one, we can do the charts. And experiment, please. This is the best way to things are found failing, no? Like a
the,
penicillin.
yeah,
Or
the only way to find things,
yeah.
different things of the rest.
And four, serve that database like a plate. Tries to use a lighter gray backgrounds to make the information stand out, or there is a great contrast, like the scarf. We use a black background to make more relevant, or with these pictures that counts our life in data. We use the gray to make the objects more interesting and make the data very clear. And take a lot of photos. You don't need a photography studio. With a smartphone is enough. You can see all the photos that we took for the chorizos database, and I don't know how many there are, but only choose two pictures. And this is very funny, the process. No, this is we really like to explore this way. This is not a failure. This is discovered in a stage. And also tell a story and solve the process. This is a failure that we have to solve this database, because we feeling that the people don't understand this database, or who we create the database. We want to talk about the plastic, to file or to go to the ocean to the COVID consequence. This is the connection, no? The mask is the connection between this, and we create a layout with Tableau with a different with the perfect proportion of a Sankey diagram, and then we can put the straights of the mask. This is very complicated because they have very it's very easy to destroy, and we destroy a lot of and recycle them this before this mask, and the result this max of diagrams and K. And our database is ready to serve. I'm going to the freeze to open there.
We have already the ice a surprise for this summer.
So I knew that they were serving ice cream, so I put some ice cream earrings here.
We have here, you can share.
Where
And
is
we can.
mine? Where is mine?
We already a test in our Instagram already told you.
Yes, and this is the results about the server. The people prefer the conventional beats, native beats, a little people very conservative
yeah.
for for our tranquility. No
I
problem.
vote for nudist.
Yes, me too. Okay. In a concept, what do you prefer? In the crowd near the artist, at the end above the crowd? This is very equal. It's like a 60% versus 40% that the people in the crowd near to the artist. Or to be the heat, you drink beer, water. We have a very healthy community. We also vote beer.
I got water actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is a question very relevant for us because all the time we are discussed that the summer pasta salad is a salad or is a pasta. The people giving the reason.
I really disappointed because I think it's salad.
And then we try and we can. This is very freeze. We need to put under the water to pick up another game. But this is a simple example to do a different database and more human, no, more. I don't know what you say, with in more emotional way, no, that you connect with the people, and this is very simple to do. We try to do another one to make more perfect the different lines and the different parts, but the important is this is 5 points, no, this is our recipe that we share with you. One, remember that data is a human, just people. Two, look for a connection to tell them, the ice creams, like the chocolates, like the scarf. Three, choose the best ingredients with the database, ask to the people, find another platform that gives you these ingredients. Four, practice and experiment new methods. The world is open to your creation and your experiments. And five, present the data in a tasty way. Use a vibrant color, clear, and to be easy to understand this information, because we need to be clear. No, and but all above, have fun. And you are the perfect client. Don't wait to something say, I need to ice cream database. It's very complicated that you have this job. For this reason, you are the perfect client, and start a new database. And this is our mantra, our way. Yes, love, sustainability, and data. is like a LSD. This is only a coincidence with the drug, but this is the purpose of this. No, we really love to do the things with love in a sustainability way, and the data is fundamental to do this approach. And we are open to collabs. You can browse to hello.couple studio, or in LinkedIn you can find at couple in data. And very, very thanks for hear us, and we want to hear you from all your questions. I'll work on. I think to try more quickly.
Wow, so cool. So for the ice cream, you're gonna keep them in the freezer and ask the question next year in the summer, and according to the change, you will eat it.
Yeah. We really like this experience.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean, let's be honest. I have a question for you before, like, the audience. Tell the truth, please. Did you do on purpose to fail the ice cream experiment to be able to eat it several times?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I confess.
Because it's really hot.
Yeah, it's really hot.
But I think it's quite cool because you're always learning something. Here for the ice cream, you had to learn about density of the liquid to be sure to have like the correct, steps. I think it's quite cool. It's quite cool to do new
Thank
things.
you.
I mean, before Annabelle and myself, we ask all the questions because I'm sure we have a lot. And for the audience, please use the Q&A and we can read through your questions. But what would interest me first is how long, for example, did it take you from the idea to the end result, for example, for the ice cream project? Like, I guess there's not like, a fixed amount of days or weeks, but like to get a feeling for that.
2 weeks.
For the ideas of ice cream, it's like 2 weeks, because
Okay.
it's not very complicated, because it's very different the time between the projects, because the scarf is very difficult to find the manufacturer to produce in a good way. There are a lot of things that you need to be count.
And take like a month.
I think like 2 months.
2
Yes,
months, yeah.
yes. To produce, to make the design, take the database,
But
and something.
depends of the project, because the things in the wall, the watercolor, we are all this year.
Yes.
All this year.
All this year we are waiting to do this.
To rain.
To rain.
You should come to Switzerland.
Yes.
I know.
No, super cool. I mean, our audience is shy. That's
No
why.
problem.
Come on, Marianne Ahrens, I'm sure that you have a question for us. I will start calling people out now.
And where can I ask a question? Another one? Where do you find your inspiration? I mean, you kind of touched upon a bit in your presentation, but when I think about, me doing something like that, I wouldn't know where to start. Like, do you have an advice for everyone?
I think you have to experiment, you maybe you have an idea and you don't start because you think that it's not so important, it's not so good, but the difference is that you do that. You have in the mind, you can do in the same week. You have to start wherever you want. Don't think a lot. Just try to do. In the world, you wanna find different things that you like.
And it's very important to be curious, because you train your mind. Now we are walking in the street and we see database in our everything. That this is so
Everything is
crazy.
data.
But you can train your brain and your eyes.
Mm.
You have a lot of response when you walk, when you go to party, when you are taking a coffee with a friend. This is a PR, no? It's like a
Yeah.
magic. That say, wow.
It's all about like numbers. Like this is that number, and this is other number, and you can compare that.
Yes, and do questions. The questions are the most way to find another visions, no?
Yeah, and if you want to now do something more interesting for other people, maybe you can look in for insights or themes in social media. That
Mhm.
would a really good start.
On the inspiration part, we actually have a question of Marianne as well. So she has like a follow-up question in terms of, does it start the inspiration or the process for project? Does it start with a picture and then the project follows? Or is it the other way around?
We mix. We don't have a exactly model that we inspired with this, so we have this. We try to we do questions and we try and respond with this database on with these
Mhm.
projects. I think that this is the more inspiration for us, and this is the best part for start a project. The questions, no, the questions that are around us and who the works, the world, the people who feeling. And I think this is the trigger part.
There was another question as well, asking about where mostly is your work accessible. So are you only publishing it on Instagram, or like how can people get hold and get inspired by you?
Well, we have the Instagram is the first like part. We are doing a web, but it's not finished
It's not
yet.
finished yet because it's
Okay.
very complicated.
But and LinkedIn too.
Yes, the first and the most way is in Instagram. Instagram, this is
Okay.
the that we work a lot because it's more visual and for us is very useful. But
Yeah.
also we put another experiments in LinkedIn and
Mhm.
in the future in our web, and we talk about to use TikTok, but the to we try to do a video database because it's more complicated because you
Yeah.
are in life and you are in the real life and, or you need to edit these videos and this is a lot of work.
We're thinking about
The
it because we want to go to video too.
the
I don't know how it's gonna be the way.
the no no idea.
Still.
No, that's super.
I have I have a question myself. I mean, with all the amazing work that you do you go after, for instance, I don't know, like with your chocolate project or with your ice cream project, do you go to an ice cream company? I will not say a certain name, but you go and say, hey, look what we have done. Okay, for fun, but we can really do something for you if you want like to do an advertisement. Do you use this personal project to after sell you outside?
We don't sell directly because there are very but this is a good tool to introduce these works into a presentation about us. This is a good way to show to the world that you could do, and that this is a good idea to go to the ice cream brand and say, hey, do you have
Yeah, it's a
a
really good idea. I just want this start just get out of advertising, and we was working in advertising before. Then we just want to this side really creative, far of the clients because
yes.
we want just that freedom, but
Is necessary,
it's,
but we need the freedom to explore
and to
and make more
Yeah.
different different conclusions.
Yeah.
That I think is a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, also on that, do you have like a specific topic area that you're tending to go into more? Because you mentioned, some topics were more political. Is there like something you really like, or is it also depending on what is happening right now in the world? What is an important topic?
Yeah, I think we are trying to do actual things to engage more people, but we are like, we want to be free to go a different sides to understand and experiment and create things more, different things, but we really like things that connect with us and the people in this moment. That because the actuality is a good thing for us. That
Yes.
we like.
In the last season, we are very politics. I
Yeah.
think that this is for, about the environmental
Yes,
society. Our dogs disappear at the end. Eh, and we have very connection. We are really interested in the human behavior, and this is the politics way, there are sustainability way, there are personal way, and also that I think that we don't work, but we're really interested is about the data anxiety, because we are very controlled with the data, and you are now with the dog, we start to count our walks, the kilometers and something, and now are very obsessive to reach the goal. And this is so crazy, because how a database role me, no, you
Yeah.
you are a slave of a database, and this is so crazy. And we try to start to deal
see.
this database in a funny ways. This is the next steps of couple. I think so.
Love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe I will reach out to you because I have an idea.
Okay. Perfect. We are open to crazy
More
ideas.
ideas.
More crazy, more love it.
So we have one new question. So Anastasia is asking, it makes me wonder as a rhetorical question, how far one can push to balance between creativity and cross tabs. Like, do you have an experience opening or pushing your audience towards a creative approach beyond very conventional visits, which were expected?
Response.
Sorry, I don't understand. Sorry.
Ah, no, this is very complicated to do the relation, no, because we have a conventional way, because we have in a very straight or very a model world, like the data. You have a number and you need to visualize the quantity of number exactly, and we this is to try to make not so clear, because we like to break this from with barrier, because this is a stressful, no, because if you have a database, you need to make the proportions perfect and the balance, the percentage correctly, because it is not works. But we try to put in the balance two ingredients: the correct part and the crazy part, or the creative part, because with like the yin yang, this is the this mix of these different opposite ways, they make it better. I don't know if you answered this question. Yes. Thank you. Yes, you there. This is our secret, the balance.
All right. I don't see any more questions. We used all the Q&A time, Annabelle, for ourselves.
That's good. we organize it, so if we cannot satisfy our curiosity, it's not nice. But yes, we had a lot of comments from Ellie, Desiree, Patricia, that we really love it.
Yeah.
That they are inspired. That was super cool. I mean, we will share the recording, spread it to the world.
Yes. Explore.
Don't forget.
And,
Yeah. We also share your Instagram and your LinkedIn on our page so people can follow up and contact you in case there are more questions.
Yes. We are open always.
we will put we will send an email with the recording, with your reference, and hopefully you will have a lot of opportunity for creative or other opportunities.
Thank you. For the ice cream brand.
For ice cream brand. Sadly, I don't know ice cream CEO, but I'm sure that you can contact Movenpick or something like that. They will maybe be very interested.
Bimba is so happy too.
Yeah, Bimba said it's 7 p.m. Olivia, should we close the session?
Yeah.
My dog used to do exactly the same. When the guests were staying too long, he was saying, "Hey, no, it's time."
Yeah.
Again, thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Thank you too for the invitation. We really enjoyed this talk, and we try to inspire all the community. And now we let's go.
Thank you very much. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.